first, nothing feels different. The sky looks the same. The sun still rises. Gravity feels normal. Earth continues its orbit until it doesn't. Without warning, the planet is violently pulled off its path. Not slowly drifting, not gradually spiraling. Earth is ejected from the solar system, flung into deep space like a stone from a sling. For several minutes, no one notices. Then astronomers see it. The sun is no longer where it should be. Its position shifts unnaturally fast against the background stars. Telescopes confirm the impossible. Earth is accelerating away from the sun at tremendous speed. This is not orbital drift. This is escape. Panic erupts in scientific communities. Within hours, the truth becomes public. Earth is no longer gravitationally bound to the sun. The solar system is behind us. Ahead lies interstellar space, cold, dark, and endless. The consequences begin immediately. Seasons break. Earth's orbit is gone, but its rotation remains. Days and nights continue, but the sun grows slightly dimmer each day. At first, it is barely noticeable. Then shadows sharpen. Sunlight loses warmth. The sky takes on a colder, harsher tone. Temperatures begin to fall. Not instantly, but steadily. Without the sun's constant gravitational embrace, Earth still carries momentum, but the distance grows fast. Solar radiation weakens. Winters lengthen. Summers lose their heat. Climate systems destabilize. Jet streams shift. Weather becomes erratic. Storms form in unfamiliar places. Snow falls in regions that never knew it. Agriculture suffers as planting seasons become unpredictable and unreliable. Astronomers calculate the timeline. Within weeks, Earth will receive noticeably less heat. Within months, global temperatures will drop below survivable thresholds for many ecosystems. Within a few years, Earth will be a rogue planet, a frozen world drifting alone. The oceans react slowly, but ominously. Surface waters begin cooling. Ice forms earlier each year and melts later. Currents weaken as thermal differences shrink. Marine life senses the change before humans fully understand it. Plants struggle. Photosynthesis becomes less efficient as sunlight weakens. Growth slows. Crop yields fall worldwide. Forests thin. Entire ecosystems begin to starve for energy. Humanity responds with disbelief and denial. Governments issue calm statements. Scientists explain the physics. But explanations do not warm cities or feed populations. People look at the sun and feel it weaker, distant, less alive. Energy demand explodes. Heating becomes essential even in regions once considered tropical. Power grids strain. Fossil fuels are consumed at unprecedented rates. Nuclear plants become critical lifelines. Nations scramble to secure energy, knowing time is running out. Psychologically, fear spreads unevenly. Some people panic immediately. Others refuse to believe the scale of the event. Religious movements surge. Apocalyptic interpretations multiply. The idea of a planet without a star breaks something deep in the human mind. Night grows darker. Stars appear sharper, more numerous. The Milky Way becomes visible even above cities as sunlight weakens. The universe feels closer and more hostile. Scientists propose desperate ideas. Artificial suns, orbital mejores, massive energy collectors. None are remotely feasible at planetary scale. Humanity cannot replace a star. The most terrifying realization arrives quietly. Earth is still alive, but it is leaving the only environment it was ever meant to survive in. The solar system was not just a neighborhood. It was a life support system, and Earth is being expelled from it. This is only the beginning of what happens when Earth suddenly leaves the solar system. What happens if Earth suddenly leaves the solar system? Part 2. As months pass, the separation becomes impossible to deny. The sun no longer feels like the center of existence. It feels like a memory that is slowly fading. Earth continues drifting outward, faster than any natural orbital change could ever allow. The sun shrinks day by day, no longer a blazing disk but a painfully bright star among others. Its warmth weakens steadily, and with it, the fragile balance that sustained life for billions of years. Global temperatures fall relentlessly. Winters no longer end. Summers exist only in name. Snow remains year-round in most regions. Ice spreads from the poles toward the equator, swallowing coastlines, cities, and forests. Glaciers advance where farmland once thrived. The oceans begin to change state. Surface waters freeze permanently. Sea ice thickens each year, forming a growing shell that seals the ocean below. Beneath the ice, life clings on for a time, sustained by residual heat and chemical energy. But circulation weakens, oxygen drops, and ecosystems collapse layer by layer. Marine extinction accelerates. Phytoplankton, the foundation of the ocean food web, can no longer photosynthesize effectively. Oxygen production plummets. Fish populations crash. Whales, seals, and seabirds disappear entirely. The oceans, once Earth's greatest life reservoir, become dark, silent reservoirs of ice. On land, life retreats. Plants fail en masse as sunlight becomes insufficient. Forests die standing, preserved by cold. Crops cannot grow without artificial light and heat. Agriculture becomes an indoor, energy-dependent activity, possible only in limited regions with massive infrastructure. Humanity moves underground. Cities become uninhabitable. Survivors migrate into bunkers, mines, subway systems, and specially constructed subterranean habitats. Heat is life. Nuclear reactors, geothermal sources, and remaining fossil fuels become humanity's last sons. But energy is finite. Nuclear fuel is limited. Fossil reserves deplete rapidly. Maintaining artificial ecosystems requires constant power for heating, lighting, air circulation, and food production. Every failure costs lives. Society contracts sharply. Nations lose meaning. Borders dissolve. Humanity reorganizes into isolated survival zones centered around energy sources. Global cooperation fades as communication infrastructure degrades and priorities become brutally local. Psychologically, the toll is immense. Humans evolved under a star. Without sunlight, mental health deteriorates. Depression, despair, and disorientation become universal. Time loses meaning as days grow dim and indistinct. Circadian rhythms break. Generations are born who have never seen a warm sunrise. Culture collapses. Art, music, philosophy all become luxuries. Survival dominates every decision. Education narrows to practical knowledge. History fades as records are lost and relevance shrinks. Above ground, Earth transforms completely. The atmosphere cools and contracts. Carbon dioxide freezes and falls as dry ice. Over time, even nitrogen and oxygen begin to condense in the extreme cold. Air pressure drops. The surface becomes hostile even to brief exposure. Earth becomes a rogue planet in truth. It drifts alone through interstellar space, illuminated only by distant stars. Cosmic radiation increases without the sun's protective influence, damaging DNA and further weakening surviving populations. Decades pass. Population declines steadily. Each generation is smaller than the last. Knowledge erodes. Technology stagnates, then regresses.